What is up, guys? It's Carl from Monkey Mod. I have brand new Gel Blaster unboxing and a review video for you guys. So let's just get right into it. Now, from the video, from the box itself, you can tell that it says MST here. So, yep, it is an AK type Gel Blaster. So let's just get right into it. Now, once you open the box, you will have all this stuff in there. User manual. The user manual that can be quite informative. Like, it shows you how to assemble the buttstock and how to put the battery and stuff. And it also has a not so useful exploded view of the unit itself. Well, can be useful, but well, they didn't put in any parts number or the parts name, so it might be a bit tricky just to look at the picture and try to get some reference. But anyway, still pretty good for them to print this user manual. And the contents are held together by a very cheap, the standard type of a plastic mold. So the stuff won't move around when during its transportation. So I'm just going to get everything out, and then I'm just going to go through the blaster with you guys. Alright, so this is pretty much what you get in the box. I didn't take out the empty bottle, it's quite pointless. So anyhow, safety glasses, some gels they included, pretty standard 7.4 volt LiPo battery, USB charger, the pin for you to install the buttstock to the main blaster itself, a nylon magazine, looks pretty similar to the CP AK one, isn't it? This is the charging handle assembly, if you can call it that, I suppose. The buttstock itself, and of course, now this is the main Gel Blaster. Now I have to say, first impression, it is not bad. Of course, it's not perfect, it doesn't feel premium, but it is a very cheap blaster, to be fair. So yeah, my first impression is actually pretty good. I'm just going to assemble the blaster and I'll get back to it. To install the charging handle, you have to open up the top cover here. Now it is spring loaded, it's pretty cool. Well, and there is a little hole here where you just try and insert the charging handle assembly, the rod, into it, and make sure the charging handle is seated properly within the rails. Right, and that's it. Now just make sure this switch, or I don't know what it's called, latch, is inserted nicely within the the latch here. Right, so that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, before you close the top cover, you have to install the buttstock first, because that's how the pin goes in. Right, so that's the buttstock installed. The pin should be flush up here and down there, so there shouldn't be anything protruding out. And yep, it is a foldable buttstock. Now we can close the top cover. And there you have it, an assembled AK-74U. Right, so let me just get through the blaster with you guys, starting from the front of the blaster. Now this is a very bright orange colored, this is plastic, it's not nylon, muzzle, and then the iron sight is made of nylon. The barrel, I'm not sure. Yeah, this barrel is made of nylon as well. It's not metal. The handguard, not a favorite. You know, it's not my favorite type of AK handguard, but I suppose it does the job. It's made of nylon. If you squeeze it, you can actually make some creaks sounds. You know, the creaking out of it, but you know, it's fine, I guess, because it feels alright. It's not premium, but yeah. Moving on, the iron sight. It is made of metal. It is steel. Well, the top cover is made of nylon, as you can tell just now. The receiver is made of nylon. It is very similar to the CPAK actually, but I suppose the finishing is not as clean. But still, it feels alright when I have this blaster in hand, so I guess it's alright. What else? The fire selector. It is made of iron, so it's pretty nice. What else? On this side, you do have a mount that it will allow you to put on some top rail here, but it is made of nylon, not metal, so you might not want to put too heavy optics. Right. The trigger guard is made of metal, but unfortunately the release is made of nylon. I'm pretty sure you can upgrade that with the metal one later on. Right, what else? This is the grip. The grip is made of nylon in black color. Feels pretty alright, and it doesn't actually wobble as much as the one that you can find on the CPAK. That one always made me cringe, but this one, yeah, it's pretty solid. I like it. Right, and the back part of the blaster, the buttstock, it is a skeleton type. Just a very simple buttstock. It is made of nylon. There is a QD mount here that you can put some, you can attach a QD hook on it. I have one here. Let me just put it. Right, once it's in, it's pretty, I don't think I can actually yank it up. It's pretty sturdy, and plus the mount is actually, the mount inside there is actually made of metal. Maybe it's steel, I'm not sure, but it looks sturdy enough for me to put a sling over this. Right, so this buttstock is foldable. Once it's folded, it is pretty compact. Now, to release the buttstock, there's only one way. You can't actually pull it. You have to use your fingers or something. There's a small little latch here or hook, and you just pull it apart, and then you'll be able to release the buttstock. Right, this is the magazine. Pretty standard AK style magazines. Looks very similar to the CPAK. So this is where you open the trapdoor so that you can put some gels in. Feels pretty alright. Doesn't feel cheap. Looks sturdy. Right. That is pretty much on the blaster itself. So the trigger is not metal, it's nylon. So yep. Right, that's pretty much it for the exterior of the blaster. But first impression, I do have to say this is actually pretty nice. It's not premium. The finishing is actually, there's no finishing actually, to be honest. It's just raw nylon and stuff. So a bit shiny here and there, but still, it is pretty sturdy. Like, I tried to flex it, it doesn't flex at all. So yeah, I have a good feeling about this blaster. Let's just say that. Right. So, the charging handle is made of nylon. And unfortunately, it doesn't have any function. There's no preload or stuff on this thing. So it's just there. It doesn't have go back, right? So let's just get into the blaster itself. So the battery compartment, unlike the CPAK or the RX-AK, you have to pop the the handguard off and then to get access to the battery compartment. On the MST AK, you just need to pop off this top cover, and then the battery compartment is right there. Now, the battery they supply it will fit in just nice, but let's say if you have the typical M4 type buffer tube battery like this, the Boss LiPo Tactical, and then the 7.4 volt battery, this will not go into the MST AK. Like the hole is simply not big enough. Oh, I was wrong. You can actually use the 7.4 volt battery. It slides right in, no problem. But if you have 11.1 volt, yeah, you can't, it's too fat for you to get in, too wide. So there's no way. Now, if you want to use a 3S battery, I recommend the Boss LiPo ACR Masada battery. This is the 3S battery and it will go into the battery compartment nicely. No problem right there. So for this test, I'm just going to use the stock battery that they provide and see how it sounds like. Right, the battery compartment is pretty nice, I suppose. There's no drama there installing the battery. Right, so with the battery in, now let's just give it a few firing and see how it sounds like. So safety works pretty well. Now this will be full auto all the way down to semi. Let's try semi. Now this sounds pretty slow. It is very slow. Right, let's see full auto. I haven't really handled a stock blaster that fired this slow for quite some time already. So, right, I can say that the 7.4 battery is not enough juice to push this blaster for any kind of use in games. So I'm not going to test FPS with this battery because it sounded dreadful. So I'm just going to use the 3S battery right away. Alright, so with the battery in, let me just give it a few dry firing and see how it sounds like. Safety works. So this will be full auto and this will be semi. So let's go with the semi first. Pretty stable. The semi-automatic is very, very stable. Sounds pretty good as well, pretty quiet. Now, full auto. Right, yep, sounds much better than the 7.4 volt battery. So I'm just going to insert the mag and see how it sounds like. Right, the magazine does clicks in very positively. And one more thing, once the magazine is inserted, it clicks in. It is very, very solid. It doesn't wobbles, There's not much of a place between the magazine and the receiver. So I really like that and appreciate it because on the CP AK, the mag does wobbles quite a bit. Right, so let's try it. Semi. Right, now the gel started shooting out. Sounds pretty good. The seal seems to be excellent out of the box. Right, let's try full auto. Sounds really, really good. I mean, the rate of fire is by no means fast, but it is an AK. So let me just... Right, so let's try semi. 243, 258, 257, 257, 261, 264, 260, 261, 263. Wow! The FPS is averaged out at about 260 and the peak is 264.9. So, out of box, I think that this FPS is very, very decent, on par with the LGT 3.0 gearbox. Right, let's try full auto. Alright, I gave it a few bursts just to make sure the FPS is, consistent. So, let me read it out for you guys. 261, 264, 255, 259, 254, 255, 260, 257, average out at about 13 rounds per second. Now the FPS, I have no problem with it. It's pretty consistent, 255 plus. But the rate of fire at 13 plus RPS is not, it's not really that fast for nowadays standard. Because nowadays standard is what, with a 11.1 battery, they should do around 15-16 rounds per second. 13 rounds per second is a bit on the slower side, but it is an AK. Why do you need such high rate of fire for? Oh well, yep. It is on a very standard version 3 type gearbox, so upgrading the motor is just a simple swap. It is on what is it called, the short shaft 480 type motor. So, but because the stock gearbox comes with a nylon gear, so I'm not, I don't recommend you to upgrade with a stronger motor right away without some modifications. That is for the that is it for the firing test. I think it is alright. FPS is very decent. The rate of fire is not stellar, but still, well, it is an AK. The AK don't have a crazy high rate of fire, so I'm totally fine with that. Now, one of the more important question is that can you actually fit the hop up? By the way, to take off the muzzle, there's a small pin here that you can push it back. Oh, that was pretty tight. Now, this is the pin that I was talking about. You sort of have to push it down and unscrew the muzzle. And then there it will reveal the inner barrel. It is the aluminum inner barrel, so that's pretty nice. You might not have to upgrade it. The adapter is made of metal. I'm pretty sure a lot more of the accessories will be made for the MST AK. Metal muzzle, suppressor, whatever. So what sort of a hop-up can go over it and install within the muzzle? But unfortunately not much, because you see the holder is quite small. So far I've tested only the DK 11mm type gel, 11mm hop-up can fit it within comfortably. So that's it for the blaster testing and a review. Now, my recommendations, if you want the AK type gel blaster, definitely consider this. I mean, it is really cheap. I think in Malaysia it's going about 350 ringgit or even lesser. Because I definitely feel that this thing should worth more than that. It should worth more than what they are selling. Yeah, so still very happy to see that the Chinese are making blaster. They are really decent and really worth the price. So yeah, definitely consider this if you're looking for an AK. Now, of course, the battery compartment can be a bummer. If you have a lot of the M4 type batteries, you can't use them in here. So that's one thing that you have to consider about when you get this blaster. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty good. I love it actually. I can't wait for the accessories that will be made available for this blaster, especially the handguard itself. Right, so that's it for the video reviews. If you have any questions regarding this blaster, just drop your questions in the comment sections. I'll get to you as soon as possible. Right, I was quite surprised to see that my channel has grown quite a bit. It is reaching 1,000 subscribers already, and once the subscriber hits 1,000, we are going to do a blaster giveaway. So subscribe, and thank you very much for your support. I'll see you guys soon.